Now the crisis will come in August, possibly September. How I know this thing? It's easy. You get the fucking reverse yield, of US Treasury fund. Look at the fucking any kind of chart, Shillers, what a fucking, any kind of fucking chart. It's obvious, it's over. That shit is, so you cannot pay 40 trillion back. So that's what we can see. The stocks, like they are super tech cool and everything. The market decided to not cash in and price in the panic with Iran and everything, but you can see the fear is creeping in already. So I would recommend VXI as I bought it and hold it, and don't worry, they are myths that it will like it will like bleed out or you will lose your position. Impossible. At least 8-9 times per week it strikes 21, and with the psychopathic times with Trump, and you can see with this position I just need it strike 21.30 and I am earning 15 gram with 22,000 leverage x5. Here I'm talking about 6 gram, and 9,000, and only what I need is it hits it's 21.60. So yeah, so let's say I need just 21. You see, let's say I just need 21, and look at what will happen. Yeah, and it always spike up. So this is the 21. Yeah, every $10,000 can give you, if you buy it in the morning on Monday, or if you bought it over Friday around 19 UVXI, I bought it like this price, you see, 18.99. I guarantee you, if it goes up $2 up, you make a lot of money. You see, you make a lot of money. You see, here, let's say only it hit multiple times, 8 times. So let's say I'm really like modest guy, So this shit, I estimate next week will hit 21, which brings me 12 gram on this trade, and another one 6 gram, so it's 20 gram, you see. And how I know the UVXI will come out? Well, I just told you in the previous video. Obviously, UVXI 9-10 times per month hits 21, 4 or 5 times 22, and 3-4 times 23 even. This is just the fucking tariffs. It was 49. This is tariffs. The war in Iran was not priced in, because we know they just short the Bitcoin and Ethereum down. Then they bought it, Eric Trump kids and all these JD Vance and these motherfuckers. They dump the market with crypto. They send the shockwaves through crypto. They wait until it went down. They short it down. Then they buy it up. They bought it when it was down. Same with the oil and UVX fear. And then when it was on the peak, they short it down. So, but what will happen with the crisis is that besides the Iranian situation, which will get destabilized, and sooner or later, Americans will go there, and they must go there. I give it 85-90% they will invade Iran. Everybody says they will not, but think it over. The psychology rules the world, and this guy is a narcissistic psychopath or borderline personality, and this guy can never ever, with his ego, stand that he's humiliated, or so they very similar actually. Netanyahu is the Israeli guy, the leader Netanyahu, and Khomeini and Trump are very similar personalities, psychopaths, power syndrome people, strong leaders, and they clashing, you see. And Trump will keep attacking because he never ever admit he's wrong, but he will admit he was wrong regarding the obliteration of the nuclear program, and he will say something like, "Oh my God, we obliterated, we destroyed, but we didn't know they have some other," So he will somehow sneak out, from this lie, and he will say it because he cannot say nothing, because already Israel contradicting him. The Mossad says that there is still, they just put it a couple of months behind. Now the Europeans from the fucking European Commission and the secret services from Europe, other secret services, it's like a Emmental, the Irani, like there are so many fucking agents, CIA agents, even his own people, will say it, will say to Trump, hey, sorry sir, but you didn't obliterate it. So he will come back because there is no deals, no question about this. And now the market is not pricing in or cashing in and totally ignoring this fear in the Middle East. And there is a total fake bubble in the tech. The bubble is so fake. It's so fucking fake, like Donald Trump's fucking bullshits and all that fucking USA, fucking almighty God, and all that crap. It's cheap, scam, fucking fake, Potemkin village. It's a bullshit, it's a crap, you see. It's made out of fucking plywood, right? But it looks like a fucking solid oak. It's over, you see. The IT stocks will fall down around, in my opinion, and I still hold it. Oh my god, I hold AMD for $30,000 on Revolut. I own Leverage 5 Nvidia for $16,000, and I keep making. I have an MU on other applications, Micron, AMD, and all that crap, Robinhood. But this is over. Think it over. People like Warren Buffett, who are about to die. And they were always honest, these people, these dinosaurs. But you can see people, Howard Marks, or people who just don't have nothing to lose. They already, and they are consistent, they telling you this is it, it's over. Listen to people who are about to die. They have nothing, like Kofi Annan. He told you on the end when he was dying, or I don't know if he's still alive. These people, when they're on the end of their life, they tell you the truth. They have nothing to lose. They stop lying. And the Fed, Powell, and all that shit, he knows. It's another story. He knows that there is already crimping in inflation. But they, on Wall Street, they decided to ignore it. And they're like, no, it's okay, it will go. But think it over. The SP 500 breaking the historical height, the top levels. How long this shit can last? The fuck we know from the history, it's fucking going down. It's no question about it. There's another crisis, and they know there will be some kind of recession, but not the depression. That's the difference, recession and depression. They predict there will be some, but the thing is that they totally wrong about the size and magnitude of this crisis. It won't be a recession. It will be something like 2000, 2008. It will all fall down. It will be worse than 2020 COVID. It will be fucking pandemonium like in 1920s, 30s. It will be fuck up. It will be even worse than 2000. You see? That's what will happen. And all stocks, techs will fucking pinch, and they fall down like shit. Where you put your fucking money? Well, you put it in silver, which will be very volatile, but gold will be more stable. You can play with the oil, but oil, silver, it will be very volatile, so you can try platinum, gold, and then fucking, ethical stocks, clear water, H2A, ESO bullshits, cosmetics, people will try to, during the crisis, they will go to some fucking crazy fucking ESO camp, spiritual, the prices of the special, like a whole food, or these ethical stocks and these bullshits. And historically, during the crisis, always cosmetic, tobacco, and alcohol rise up because people have no money. They stay at home drinking, smoking. The wife is like, oh my god, we don't go for holiday, we don't have money, so at least I bought myself a lipstick. And there will be a lot of ethical stocks with water, with renewable energies, agriculture. You should put your money in agriculture and commodities, ethical agriculture, you see, and all these things with the food. That's how you preserve your money in commodities and in these cosmetical stocks and in gold. And but as well, you can buy UEXI. You buy it on August, you wait, you hold. September, October, and it rise up. It will build up. It will build up the tension, and the fear is already creeping in. But now there is a tail of enthusiasm. I give it 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6 weeks, not more. And in August, you start to, you will see July will be still quite good. But end of July, beginning of August, it start to cool down. And now you see the fear will creep in. This is the last. This is the last. This is the last peak before it all fucking fall down. We're getting to the top, and everybody knows. You just open any kind of fucking chart. You know that shit. Yeah, it's no question about it. You cannot fuck you cannot fuck genetics and mathematics. These two sciences. Yeah, if you degenerative fucking spawn, motherfucking vaudeville, fucking flying circus, demented US fucking A200 behind my fucking nail, like existing fucking shithole flying circus bullshit, and the bonds. Oh my god, the bonds. Oh my god, the bonds. You gotta be kidding me, or you can clean your ass with it. The dollar is not safe haven anymore. Look at Indonesia. Indonesia get to the BRICS, joined a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks to BRICS. This is the USA is secondary third country. When you wanna do business, where you go to Shanghai or to Peking. You see, and then when they kick you out, where you go? Fuck, you go to US, right? Where you are like, okay, where did you go? Like, oh my, I was in Shanghai in China, what? And now, they turned me down. I'm going to fucking US. Okay, I tried with these losers, right? It's over. You see, it's over. So this is it, But you can make a lot of money on shorting buying the oil and then shorting the UVXI, buying UVXI, then shorting it, or you can short, after it spike, it will be like a waves, or you can short the bank and financial institutions, which can be pretty tricky, but they will all fall down. Federal Reserve Bank, they won't be able to take care about the fourth quarter. They will not be able to to bail us out of this crisis, and they start too late. You see, they start too late, and Trump manipulated Powell or whatever. Powell knows that everything is fishy. It smells bad. He knows it's fuck up. But he cannot panic people. These bankers, these like dovish or the hawkish, whatever. It's over. You see, if USA is a company, every dollar is backed up by every $100 is backed up by $10 or $5. If 30% of Americans on Monday withdraw their money from banks, it fall down. Did you forget the two banks 3 years ago, whatever, 2 years ago, collapsed in California, and they call it collapse. They bankrupted. They help them, to overcome the collapse. They pay back to people, but look how many banks the banks will blow up. They will bankrupt in USA. Dollar is finished. That's why I don't know if Trump is like a genius or idiot, but I think he knows he have to put it in crypto and invade Panama. Greenland is not a joke, or other countries, or he tried to get the oil from Ukraine. It didn't work out. They wanna fucking divide Ukraine with Putin now. He's like thinking maybe we go to Iran, we go there, right? But now he has to sell it to people, yeah, because nobody likes the wars, right? He wanna be great guy and Wall Street and all that crap. That's why he wanna print a lot of money, he's pushing, but he's an idiot. He doesn't understand economy, and he doesn't understand he's overheating the markets so fucking much, because the markets is like some special Swiss fucking watch, and some lumberjack fuck take it and what is this? Why it doesn't work? And he's smacking against the wall. Man, it's a mechanism which is very, sophisticated. If you American pig and fucking idiot and salesman from Walmart, of course you fuck it up. You fuck it up. You overheated. You have got a black swan there, you idiot. You artificially will create it. So if you're playing with the market like that, I wish to think that he's a smart guy and he's making money and people around him, he's pumping, dumping it. But in my opinion, he's just an impulsive idiot, crystallic idiot, you see, which is not actually vulgarism, it's a diagnosis. I think his IQ can be 40, like 50, 60, as an idiot, It's idiot, I think, from 50 to 70. I don't think so. he's higher than the rank 50 to 70 IQ. So this Walmart, this salesman from Walmart, this idiot, obviously will destroy the markets. There's no question about it. And if he will not fuck it up, overheat it, it's already overheated, right? He will, certainly, the without these idiots, it will blow up. So there will be multifactorial things, he wanna print the money, and he will possibly, convince Powell. Whatever he will do, it's too late. You see, it's too late, because it's too late. Because if there is some Mary Jane before 2019 with 2 kids, divorce, paying mortgage, and twice per week, at least twice per month, they went to eat somewhere, everything was okay. Here comes the COVID. She tried, she used some credit cards, blah blah blah, 21, 22. Then after COVID, it was over. She couldn't handle it anymore, and now she cannot handle it. She owns $50,000 credit cards. She owns the fucking mortgage. She's fucked up. You see, she has no money for fucking kids. She has no money for fucking food, everything. These people are suffocating. In Florida, they are renting their houses, to foreigners, and they live in garages, in West Palm Beach. Think it over. The real estate market will fall down. The banks will fall down. Everything will fucking fall down. It's over. The hedge funds, all that crap, it will evaporate. The bonds. This is the end of fucking America as we remember it. I don't think so somebody will even get out of this crisis anymore. And this big fake bullshit, I mean fake, it depends how fake you want to call it. I still own the stocks of AMD, Nvidia, Micron, as I told you, and I am calculating it, but I'm ready to fucking exit with the first sign of some serious cooling down. And I guarantee you the shit coming in 6-7 weeks. May and September, October, it will be Black October. And this crisis will not be the banks, hedge banks and Fed, they won't be able to resolve it, and it will spread the contagious disease to Europe, of course, to Asia and everywhere, to South America. It will be fucked up. The whole world will be fucked up. And I think it can last 2, 3, 4 years, this crisis, 5 years, and in these times you can hold gold, silver, commodities. As I told you can make a lot of money on the beginning on buying VIX and then shorting it and shorting the hedge funds and banks, or you can just withdraw the money and wait. The real estate market will crash. First it will be stock market, then the real estate market always comes last, and then you buy a lot of cheap properties. So the crisis is a enormous great opportunity. I always make money on crises. And think it over. In the 17th century, there was in 18th century there were 5 crises: 1720, 1772, and 1792. 3 crises. In 18th century there were 1830, 1819, 1837, 1857, 1873, and 1893. There were 5 crises or 6 crises in 19th century. In 20th century, there was 907, 920, 929, 937, 945, 949, 955, 961, yeah, and 961, 1970, 1973, 1980, 1982, 1990. There were 13 major economical crises in 20th century. 13, you see. And in fucking 21, oh my god, there was just 2000. There was just fucking Lehman Brothers. Then 2008, yeah. 10, possibly, there was a credit Greece crisis in Greece. If you wanna, local crisis, you wanna count it, I will not count it. And then there was a fucking COVID. So compared to 13 crises, compared to 2 major crises in 21st century, 13 major crises in 20th century, compared to in fucking 2 or 3 in 20th century. So every idiot knows, if you could see that, every century you add 5 7 crises. This century is due to 2025 crises. Yeah, and the intervals will get shorter and shorter. So you can either put your head in the emu like a fucking idiot, like a Donald Trump. You can decide it like a Wall Street to ignore it like a fucking little brat. Oh, no, I will not cash in. Yeah, but you can ignore it, but the system is overheated. Or you can accept the reality, get ready, and even make a money on this. Mark my words. This is it. This shit is over. We coming into the times of incredible, you know, incredible, and regarding Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin will get hit, but before, I think the spike will be in August. Still, it will really, it can reach 120, 130. And then I would recommend you to fucking get the fuck out of there, because we never know, it can be killed for years, Bitcoin. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, this is it. God bless fucking America. Take it easy. Good luck and good night.